Stop.
Can we go to that? Because the community's up there and we've got to go through the individual here to the...
Okay, so, interesting enough, vision. Who am I? Who are we? Illumination. Oh, well, I was thinking, well, the illumination of what, I'm tending to put, replace that word illumination with illumination. But the illumination of the face of what a homeless person looks like is very, very distorted right now. Because as society's changing, it's like I was saying, there's more and more of the working poor. There's people that we never see at rallies, we never see them in the soup kitchens. And, they're living on our couches, they're living, in somebody's garden shed. They're living, in their cars. I know quite a few people who right now are living in their cars. And they're parking their cars on side streets, residential areas. So, and these are the people that are the working people. They're the ones that, make $10, $15 an hour. So, they're making a livable wage, but they're not making enough to pay for the rent. So the vision for me would be to see that just 10% of the homeless have a place to live in a nice place, not like a ghetto style. The ghetto style, and that was what I saw Blanchard Community Center, 20 years ago. And now I look at, okay, well, we have the working poor in all different community settings. Why not offer them affordable housing in the neighborhood that they're currently living in? The solutions. Okay, so when I got a parking ticket for the other day, ease parking restrictions, user fees, and other regulatory barriers while maintaining standards of health and safety in all rental housing. I don't see quite how that fits in with these two.
So illuminate the vision. So what is the value? What is the value of illumination in regards to the vision, in regards to easing parking restrictions, user fees, and other regulatory barriers while maintaining standards of health and safety? Like how?
It's secondary suites are talking about, I think.
Yes.
And I think, I don't know if he's legalized them, but we're certainly looking at that for 2007.
We're looking at it, but you'd be amazed by the number of communities that aren't interested in seeing it happen.
And if you were, I'll just kind of say.
Why is that?
Because I think there's a fear around, there's a change that's taking place, and I have to state my potential direct pecuniary conflict because I have an illegal suite in my house that, so I'm not at the table for the secondary suites discussion, so I'm speaking here personally, not in my counselor's role, but there's a fear that there's a shift happening from in the days gone by. If you own a home and you own a property and one family lives in one home, and as we grow as a community, we densify as cities, our allocated space per person is shrinking, and I think some people are used to a certain size, and so they feel that size being threatened as their neighbor's house sells and then it becomes suited and the neighbor's house sells and becomes suited, that neighborhoods become more dense, and I think that's, people aren't used to that idea yet. And then I also think that there is a risk around non-owner occupied secondary suites, so developers buying homes and just suiting them, and then they live in Hawaii or Vancouver and rent them out to whoever and don't care for them and don't
And they become problematic.
and they
in the
become
community.
problematic
Yeah.
instead of supported. And so I would say that in my personal opinion, any fears around secondary suites will, I think that the need to legalize secondary suites or make legalizing them more simplified somehow will likely happen, and then over time it'll be acceptable, but it's just a transition and a change that some